right. Welcome to the Ill Noise Business Playbook. I have with me today Mr. Mike Paine, a voiceover gentleman. Mike, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Joe. Thanks for having me, and it's great to be here. I'm very excited to talk with you today.
I'm excited to talk to you too. So before we get started, I want to hear all about your history, what you're doing, and all the wonderful stuff going on. But I do have the ability to connect with people via social media, and I had the opportunity to do so with you. I know
Yes.
that you're growing your Facebook community right now yourself. I'm proud that I'm one of the 100 plus that you got going there. But you did kind of reference something kind of neat on that just happened. Looks like there's some sort of special date that just occurred. You want to tell the audience what that was?
Yes, my wife and I have been married for 24 years now and counting. Yeah. Woohoo to us.
That's great. Did you guys do anything fun and exciting to celebrate that anniversary?
Absolutely. We went to our favorite all-time restaurant, Fogo de Chao, and just love it, love it, love it in Rosemont. So
Yes.
yeah, we've been going there for years, and that is our go-to place, our favorite of all time. And just they treat us like royalty, and it's just love it. It was so much fun.
That is awesome. Great restaurant, by the way. I love that. That's your choice. It's a wonderful restaurant.
Yes.
Well, listen, again, I'm pretty excited about this one. I've interviewed a lot of folks from different backgrounds, but I've yet to do somebody with your background. So why don't you tell people about what you do and what inspired you to start doing voiceover work?
Well, I'm a voice actor. I've been doing this for over 38 years since 1987, and I was in radio for 33 years. And you may have heard me doing traffic reports for about 11 years in the Chicago area. I was on CLTV for a while, BBM, you name it. You name the station, I've probably been on it at some point somewhere. So yeah, got started in voice acting in 87, where a guy at a cable TV company gave a young kid a chance, and went on from there. 88, I started in network radio. My first interview was Ozzy Osbourne of all things, and it just kind of happened and snowballed from there. And don't know if you can. Whoop, there we go. Don't know if you can see it, but there's me and Ozzy Osbourne at my young age of 19 years old, and it took off from there. And I was on a major network, and I've voiced 56 audiobooks. The projects I've voiced on YouTube alone are pushing 300 million views, 56 audiobooks. So you name it, everywhere from church announcements all the way up to games and everything in between, I have voiced it. So yeah, it's a lot. And I also provide coaching services as well as demo reel production, because I want to help people get to the next level and get going with voice acting the right way for a reasonable fee instead of these crazy fees that I see out there. So I want to give my experience out there to people and have everybody's voices be heard.
Well, that's boy, that's very congruent with what we try to do here too. We try to have people's voice be heard. But listen, I'm a fan of music in general, and Black Sabbath is obviously a pretty historical band. And any little tidbit, any story about spending time with the Oz?
Yeah, it was just a kind of a miraculous thing that happened. I was a part-timer. I had just started, and he was going to tape 5 shows for the next week because they were all going to be taped. And then the brass at the record label and the network figured, just throw them in with whoever's on the air. They'll have fun for a little bit. And that whoever happened to be me. No prep, no warning, nothing. Just Ozzy walks in, and here I am, a 19-year-old kid, been on the radio for a month. So yeah, and I just rolled with it. We had a great time, and there's a little peephole to the studio, kind of a porthole window, and I see all these network execs and record label execs kind of doing this thing, looking in. And I happen to love Ozzy and Black Sabbath and everything, so I just rolled with it and had a good time. And from there, everybody's like, "Who is this kid?" And I got full time shortly thereafter, and took off from there and interviewed anybody who's everybody in the hard rock world, and it went from there.
That is that is so cool. That is
Yeah,
how lucky can you get? So you've been
yeah.
doing this for 30 plus years. We don't need to tell everybody our ages here, but you've been doing this for 30 plus years. So
Yeah.
what are some of the challenges that you faced while doing this to kind of get the word out about what you're doing, and just what sort of challenges have you found just doing voiceover work and other work within this realm?
I think it's in the voiceover world being heard more locally. I mean, you go through various platforms out there, worldwide platforms, and it's kind of ironic because a lot of times I get jobs that involve Chicagoland through someplace in, say, Europe, or it's very unusual. And it's like, well, if they can't find me, then if they find me through another medium, I'm okay with it. But it's kind of like, well, you could have just given me a call. you know so
Right.
that's why I want to expand my reach locally here in Chicagoland, to get more people to hear my voice, and for me to help them get their voice heard as well. And that's really the biggest challenge I'm having, honestly.
So with that, What are different ways? Obviously, hopefully this is a wonderful opportunity for all of our subscribers to get some views, to watch it, to get to know who you are. But what are other ways that you have put in place to try to grow that customer base, to try to really kind of get out there what you're doing, to have people kind of find you?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm being very aggressive in turning over every rock out there to find not only new people who need my voiceover talent, but who need their voiceover talent to be discovered. So I'm going on multiple fronts. I've just started on Facebook a few weeks back. TikTok and Instagram are very soon coming up. I'm on YouTube. I'm going to be filming some content and posting positive content. There's so much negativity out there, and I just want to find people's positive voices. And I've taken the road less traveled. That's been successful for me my entire career, and I'm going to keep going that way. And by the road less traveled, I mean, looking at places that people wouldn't think of and doing things that people wouldn't ordinarily think of, not taking the common routes. So I think that's the best way to go. And I am here for it. I'm ready. I am ready today. I'm ready in 10 minutes to do whatever it needs to be done for anybody.
Let's talk about the boy, you're a passionate guy and I love it. What when you say you're taking the road less traveled, can you elaborate that a little bit?
Well, a quick example would be on Reddit. I'm on Reddit, for
Okay.
example, and I see a lot of lost souls, for lack of a better term, that just need their voices to be heard, and they get, I don't want to say bashed so much, and maybe bashed is a too strong of a word, but they get heavily criticized. Oh, you'll need X years of training, and it's the gatekeepers talking, and it crushes me to see that. Oh, you'll need these $10,000 demos and this crazy stuff, and it's like, no, you don't. Talk to me. I'll help you, and I've helped so many people. I'll tell you a really quick story.
Please.
There's one guy that I worked with last year, and he got his voiceover demo reels through me and some coaching. And he's voicing a channel. He found his calling. He voices a channel where he announces video games, kind of like American Ninja Warrior with Matt Eisman. And he does that same type of thing with video games. And his channel in just a few months has 3 million plus views. I mean, he's just crushing it. And I love that for him.
Yeah.
I got another guy that just got a deal with he just got signed with an agency. Another one just got their first audiobook. I mean, it's the ball rolls fast with me. I don't say, if you're ready, let's go. Let's get you going. I'm not here to go, oh, I'm going to just pull 6 months of coaching that you don't need out of you. No, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm very direct, but
That's
positive.
Yeah, no, I could it exudes from you, Mike, for sure. You have seen, again, you've been doing this for 30 plus years. So you have certainly seen some trends in your industry.
Yes.
Can you talk about some of those, some of the historical trends, and then most importantly, can you talk about some of the future trends that you're seeing and different ways that you're going to kind of be able to attack them and deal with them appropriately?
Sure. There's a couple of them. The biggest one is AI. It's a very hot topic right now, obviously, with everything, and it really affects the voiceover world, especially with a lot of agreements that have been floating around with the union, with SAG-AFTRA, because of they don't want people to use the short version is they don't want people to use AI voices or borrow or use their voices to make AI out of it. And yeah, AI is a challenge, and there's a perception that AI is the be all end all of everything. It's not, as far as voice acting is concerned. We've heard all those cringy YouTube videos with the bad, computerized voices. And if you can give someone, to me, if you can give someone passion, AI can't do that. If you can give someone good inflection and convincing and authority, AI can't do that. And they can't pronounce Devon Avenue. So, and I've heard they can't, they can't pronounce Tui. So,
You're the guy. You're the guy. Yeah, it's really it does. One thing I always talk about AI is use it as a tool, but don't let it use you.
right,
One thing I my brother is a professional. He's an English professor, but he also is a published writer, and he's dealing with a lot of that in his classes and stuff. But it's
sure.
AI lacks authenticity, and I think, Mike, that's really what you're getting at. You can try to mimic things the best possible, but there's only one Mike Paine. Be
You
the best
bet.
be the best version of yourself that you can. So let's go non-Ozzy related, if we may. But
Sure.
tell me about a moment of success, something that really kind of stands out and that's really stood out to you while you've been in this field.
Yeah, a couple come to mind. I voiced the biggest D-Day tour in Normandy, France, and the owner reached out to me a few years back and said, "Mike, I really need help with this. I'm developing a multimedia system." And what he does is he takes the vans between stops, and in the vans they have videos playing of the next historical event that happened at the next stop, and that's my voice doing it. So I worked together with him for a couple of years and got it going. And it's just such a proud moment. And seeing on TripAdvisor all the reviews that are saying, I love the tour. And it was just not a boring bus ride over to the next stop. The multimedia tour part was amazing. And I loved the emotional and heart wrenching and informative videos that were playing. And the voice was so soothing and important and solemn. And it's I'm getting emotional just talking about this. And that really gets me right here. It does. It gets me right here. And the latest thing I did that was really fun is I am the English speaking voice of the Lindt Home of Chocolate Museum in Switzerland. So, you take the tour in the Lindt Museum in Switzerland, Lindt chocolate, yummy. And I'm the English speaking voice of the tour. So, fun stuff like that.
I hope they sent you some free samples.
I wish I'd love some free samples.
Wow, you can, one of the things that we're trying to do here with our channel is we're really trying to get these stories out, but we're trying to talk about people that, have heart and are hustling and are really just really passionate and loving what they're doing. And Mike, again, it really exudes out of everything you do and you say. You really love what you're doing. Was there a point in your life, and I don't want to go back here, but I'm telling you from somebody myself, I was in radio for a little while myself, a little AM stations, nothing as big as what you've done, obviously. But when did it kind of come to you when you were younger, like, hey, I got this powerful voice and I need to kind of get it out there for people to hear it?
In '87, I just started picking up the phone book and cold calling video production companies, cable TV places, knowing nothing about what I was doing. I was going to college at the time. And the cable TV guy took a chance on me. And then I sold my guitar because I couldn't play it for anything to a guy at the radio station that was the overnight guy at the Hard Rock format, the network. And eventually I worked he told me to come in and audition for being a producer for the Top 40 network down the hall, got that job. And then when he became program director at the rock station, he hired me part-time and then became full-time rapidly after that.
Awesome. Mike, what is the best way that people can reach out to you to kind of learn more about what you're doing and seeing if maybe we can get you some work, or maybe we can get you some opportunities to coach some other people to get in the field that you're in.
Absolutely. My website is mikepaineshow.card.co. And for demo reel production and coaching, my website is mikepainevo.card.co. I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, and soon to be on Instagram and TikTok very soon. So you will find me all over the place. And please get a hold of me. I'm here to help on all levels, whether you've never cracked a mic open before or you're just a seasoned pro and you want some tips on how to find meaningful work or just the business of voiceover, the real business of voiceover. I'm here for it. I'm ready.
Mike, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, and you have yourself a great day, okay?
Thank you. It's great to be here, and I'll be here anytime you need me.
Awesome. Take care, man.
Bye.